I think it's very much important for any city, not just particularly Iloilo City, to be adaptive to innovation and change simply because of one thing: growth. Hi, good afternoon. I'm Anvi Magbanwa. I'm the Sustainability Development Director of Youth First Initiative Philippines, and I'm currently the Operations Manager for the Baka Lokal project. So basically, Baka Lokal project, it is an e-commerce platform wherein we give avenue for local products to be promoted and sold online. We came across this project because we had the difficulty of achieving our goal of helping our local micro, small, and medium enterprises during the pandemic. Pre-pandemic, we used to do our weekend fair via our Produkto Lokal platform, Produkto Lokal event. However, since COVID-19 started in the Philippines and worldwide, there is restrictions when it comes to social distancing, holding events, gathering people. So it became a problem to most of our MSMEs. How can they sustain their business? And because of that concern that they have encountered, we came up with the e-commerce platform of Baka Lokal because the only way to go during pandemic is through digital. Everybody takes everything through digital platform. It's the only and the most convenient way for them to be able to get the needs and the services that they wanted during the pandemic. And although the e-commerce platform was already in the 5-year plan of the Youth First Initiative Philippines organization, but the pandemic gave us an opportunity to fast track that project because prior to the pandemic, we had that plan, but we never had the opportunity to be able to introduce it to the market. But pandemic gave a way for us to be able to know and for us to be able to deliver the importance of a platform, an online platform, in introducing or in helping lift up or jumpstart the economy of Iloilo City, and of course I think worldwide also. I think it's very much important for any city, not just particularly Iloilo City, to be adaptive to innovation and change simply because of one thing: growth. If we don't adopt to anything that comes into our way, we never grow. Of course, we acknowledge the fact that everything when something new is being introduced to us, it would always be difficult. But those difficulties actually make us adjust, make us grow as individual and as a community. When I first heard about smart cities, there's actually three words that came into my mind. The first one is convenience. Imagine, it's everything at your fingertips. The next one, aside from convenience, it's also collaboration. Being able to produce an effective smart city, you need to have collaboration with different agencies that is involved in running into a city or running a city. And the third one is a sense of community. In smart cities, we develop communities simply because hindi lang siya project ng iisang organization. It's a project of different, both public and private government, public and private agencies that go as one community to be able to deliver and resolve a problem that a community faces. So, yon. It's actually 3 C's. It's convenience, community, and at the same time, it's collaboration. In general, as Filipinos, we are very much adaptive. And at this point, or for the last 10 years, 5 years, the Filipinos have always been craving for one big change. And I think there might actually be a struggle at first. Of course, there would be a struggle when you introduce something new to a community. But I think, in general, the Philippines, and particularly Iloilo City, specifically Iloilo City, will be very much willing to embrace the change that smart cities will be bringing in here in our community. For Project Lungsod, I think it's very much we appreciate the fact and we are very grateful for the project to be able to be the front runner in injecting this kind of innovation in all aspect of a city. Thank you for binding all agencies for us to be able to produce and address a major change or a major concern in all other cities. And me, on behalf of YFI or Youth First Initiative in the Project Bakalokal, is very much honored to be partnering with you in delivering this change into our humble city, the city of Lavo.